What's poppin', gamers? Today we're going to be talking about one of my personal favorite shows, and its very unique way of storytelling. As most people who've watched Breaking Bad, I have absolutely fallen in love with the show for its sharply written characters and its outstanding storytelling. One of my personal favorite things about the show is its take on death. Unlike most shows that go a little crazy on its action, this show tends to use death to progress the story in one way or another. But Breaking Bad is also a story that's been told in color. Every scene's color palette, from its props to its clothing, has a meaning in some way or other. Every color in the show has a meaning, and every character has a specific color associated with them. Whenever Walter isn't dealing with the meth business, we can see him wearing a lot of beige and muted colors, kind of signifying him being a harmless person, just kind of cruising through life. But we can also see Walter wearing a lot of green, which shows power of greed, money, or growth. But let's talk about one of the biggest colors in this show, yellow. Yellow mainly means caution or cowardice. In Breaking Bad, we can see yellow is related to the meth business a lot, and is heavily used by Gus. Gus's entire fast food company is covered in yellow, and so is his wardrobe. The Mexican flashbacks are also colorized with a yellow tint. One of the biggest uses of yellow, though, was when Walter killed Crazy 8, when he just so happened to reassemble a yellow plate, only to realize Crazy 8 was lying and planning on killing him once he releases him. The plate was originally intended for charity, but was corrupted, and was used for a very violent act. Oh, and when Walter got his cancer diagnosis, what was it that he was distracted on so much but a fucking mustard stain on his doctor's coat? You can watch any scene and look at the character's wardrobe and notice what their role is for that scene. Our beloved Trauma Boy is most associated with the color yellow, so subconsciously we can relate Jesse with the meth business. And not to mention that he does a lot of meth, so. In the pilot episode, we can also see Walter wearing a yellow shirt with a beige jacket, symbolizing the harmlessness of Walter, but the criminal side within him. Oh, looky here, another color of Jesse. Jesse wears a lot of fucking red. Red is the color of blood, violence, and criminals. Makes sense, Jesse. Red is the color of Gus's lab. We can also see Walter, as the series goes on, wear a lot of darker colors, including red, signifying how much further he's gone from the start of the series. Red is also the color of the tarp that Walter keeps his money on, kind of showing that all the money has some sort of bloodshed connected to it. The Trauma Boy Jesse was also wearing a red shirt when he killed Gil, so you know that's kind of on the nose. We can see in several scenes later in the series, Walter also wears a lot of red. The famous scene, you know the famous scene. You know that scene.
Do you know what would happen if I suddenly decided to stop going into work? A business big enough that it could be listed on the NASDAQ goes belly up. Disappears. It ceases to exist without me. No, you clearly don't know who you're talking to, so let me clue you in. I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger. A guy opens his door and gets shot, and you think that of me? No. I am the one who knocks.
Yeah, that scene. We can see Walter wearing a red fucking shirt. And then he undresses his red shirt only to show that he's wearing another fucking red shirt. So you can find that he's all in, baby. He's in this criminal world whether you like it or not, Skylar. So piss off.
I am the one who knocks.
The next color is the color of my channel. I love this color. It's a good, nice color. It's a solid color, okay? It's also heavily related to one of my favorite characters, orange. Orange can be shown as as action or danger. When Ted is injured, fucking Ted, I hate that guy. I hate Ted with a passion. We can see a bowl of oranges nearby, signifying like, oh fuck, something just happened. Or at the end of the series, when Walter is reunited with his neighbor, she is so shocked she drops a bag of oranges. Orange is also a lighthearted color, and can be shown through comedy or wholesomeness, like my boy Hank. Hank has a lot of orange in his palette. He has a lot of orange. I think the only other color that he really wears is brown. It's mainly because he's the comic relief. He's constantly cracking jokes. He's just vibing. And like throughout the series, he's just trying to vibe, man. He's the only sensible fucker in this entire series. But Hank has also seen the most action out of all the characters in this show by far, which is another reason why I love him so fucking much. He's another Trauma Boy. I can't help but love him. Next color, brown. Brown, relating to my boy Hank, is the color of the earth, symbolizing stability and a normal, grounded life. Hank is a pretty grounded dude. He has his life figured out. Nice house, nice wife, money. Like he's pretty grounded. considering all things. We can also see brown in Walter's house, and his son is mostly colored in brown, except in the final season when Walter comes back to the house and his brown, stable life has been tainted by yellow spray paint, signifying, you know, you get it now, you get it, signifying the meth business has tainted his normal, stable life. Hank's wife, Marie, wears a shit ton of purple. Purple is the color of royalty. Marie, I used to fucking hate Marie, to be honest. I absolutely despised her at the beginning of the series, but she turned into a really cool character by the end of the series. I think she's the only character that did not change her palette at all till the very end of the series. Because Marie thinks she's very a higher class person. She sees herself higher than most people, which is part of the reason why I despise her so much. But she sure turns out pretty cool. Hank and Marie's house is covered in purple because they're financially stable. You don't gotta worry about shit. Last color I want to talk about is blue. Blue is associated with purity, like Walter's pure blue meth, and is also all about that sadness, baby. When Walter was feeling extremely guilty for Jesse, after Walter basically killed Jesse's girlfriend. I don't think so. A lot of people think so. I don't think so. I think that bitch got what was coming to her. He was bathed in a cool blue light, just kind of showing how fucking sad. And it was one of the last times we saw actual Walter in him. After that, it was kind of just all Heisenberg. Skylar wears a lot of blue, especially at the beginning of the series, to show how pure she is and how she has some good intentions in her, but she also wants to escape. But throughout the series, she has a lot of sadness and depression in her, and she just longs for escape in her life. The perfect example of this was when she was in the pool, covered in blue. Obviously, because it's a fucking pool, but she was wearing a blue dress. And at the end of the pool, you can see what's dragging her. What's dragging her down? Fucking a green tint. The greed. The fucking... The greed and the money keeping her down from escaping in life. I find it very interesting how these writers use colors so amazingly in their story. Because I'm either too oblivious or I haven't seen any other media that put that much effort into a show's color palette. I hope you all enjoyed hearing me rant about colors for 10 minutes on one of my favorite shows. But I'll see you all later.